So now you want to concentration is much time it's required now. Minimization of DFA. So each and every step is very very important. Minimization of DFA. Okay, now so it carries 10 marks in the examination. It carries 10 mark compulsory question. Okay, without this question paper will not be ready. Okay, na? So minimization DFA is 10 marks compulsory. Okay, na? So now 46 plus, if you consider this, 56 marks. Okay, now almost we cross the border of border only we are crossing. Okay, so this is minimization of DFA, 10 mark compulsory. Okay, concentrate each and every step is very very important here. If you don't know today's session, next session you will not understand anything, because again and again basic concept will not cannot explain. Okay, so today is kick started with minimization of DFA. Okay, so directly we'll move on to problem, simultaneously we discuss everything. So already we know that what is DFA. Alva DFA stands for deterministic finite automata, and it only one symbol has to move from each state. So like that, we stories we know that. Okay, so whatever the given DFA is there, that only we have to minimize it. Andre one diagram irutte same, ಅದನ್ನ ಚಿಕ್ಕದು ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಇಲ್ಲೇನೋ 4 ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ಸ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಅಲ್ವಾ, ಇನ್ನೂ ಮಿನಿಮೈಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ನಾವು. ಮಿನಿಮೈಸ್ ಮೀನಿಂಗ್ ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ 3 ಸ್ಟೆಪ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲೇ ಮುಗಿಯೋ ತರ, 3 ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲೇ ಮುಗಿಬೇಕು. only it has to complete 3 steps only or something like that. Okay, minimize ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಗೊತ್ತದಾನೆ. Okay, so already ಇರೋದನ್ನ just minimize ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಿ. ಸೇಮ್ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ, ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಸೇಮ್ ರಿಸಲ್ಟ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ. ಇದು ರಿಸಲ್ಟ್ ಸೇಮ್ ಇದು ರಿಸಲ್ಟ್ ಸೇಮ್ ಅಲ್ವಾ. ಮೀನಿಂಗ್ what I'm trying to say here is, okay, I'll come back. Already I take one example. Some college or some canteen or something. Okay, so here one route is there. This is, if you go this is the same result only. If you go this, sometimes there will be some shortcut also. Okay, rather than you're connecting with the 4 circles, you can connect in one circle and you can go it. Okay, so like that it will be happen. So minimizing first. Okay, now without wasting our time, just we'll move on. Okay, here, okay, so they will give problem. In the problem they will give transition table. Okay, this is a given problem. Okay, I'll write that problem. Okay, they will give the transition table. Okay, fine, one second, wait a moment. We'll learn slowly. Okay, fine. Fine guys. Okay, fine. So I'll try to take 2 symbols now. Okay, one is 0, another is 1. Okay, now I'll take 3 states. B. Okay, see how many states we have. 3 states we have. Okay, great. So now also I'm giving C, B, here B, let's see, C, here also C. So this is a given table, guys. They were given problem only. This is transition table actually. This is the given problem. As we know that this is a given transition table actually, Alva. Long back we studied this is transition table. Del level, right? More understand that this is del. Okay. So this is a given table. Okay, fine. Solution. Concentrate. Okay, concentrate. Yeah, solution part. Okay, solution. What is a solution? First and foremost step here is we have to do the iteration. Okay, I'll say that iteration one. Okay, iteration number one. In this iteration number one, first of all, we have to write the table, guys. Okay, one table we are supposed to write. Okay, how to write the table is very, very important now. Okay, now concentrate. Okay, iteration number one only, but writing the table, this is a little tricky. Okay. Yeah, wait 1 second. What I'll try to write here is first I'll write the states. Now, how many states we have, guys? We have three states. Alva. I'll explain another way now. We have three states now. One is A, B, C. Three states we have. Alva. These three states we have to write in horizontally and vertically now. Okay. So now, since we have a three states here, okay, I will write vertical. Now, okay. So this is vertically. Okay. So B state. Now vertically, I'm not considering A state. I'm just considering B and C. See, even though we have three states we have, when I'm writing the vertical here, I'm not considering the A state. We are not supposed to, meaning first state. Okay, we should not consider. Okay, na? Great. You'll understand. Slowly, you'll understand. Okay, don't worry about it. Okay, and don't worry about it. Okay, slowly, you'll understand. So this is vertical. Horizontally, when you are writing, no, you have to leave the last state. A, B. I'll explain 1 second. Don't worry. Okay. Okay. So this is vertically, horizontally. Okay. I'll come back to that. Don't worry about it. First of all, I'll write like this. It's a skill, guys. Okay. Writing this is also very, very skill. Limge easy. Why? Because you are using pen and paper. No, it's easy to write like this. You have to write, make a table like this. Okay, na? A is easy. Now you get rough breathing. I'll write roughly. B and C. Meaning A, when you are writing horizontally, you are not supposed to consider A. Okay. When you are writing, vertically, you are not supposed to consider A. When you are writing horizontally, so you should not consider last state. Last state you are not supposed to consider. See, when I'm writing horizontally, I'm not considering last state. Okay, what I'm writing? A I'm writing, B I'm writing. Okay, na? Table bariyad nodkoli. How to write a table anta. Hege go barkonbidi table. Okay, it's a very easy, easiest way I'll tell you. First, write one line like this. Write another line like this. Got the clarity? First line like this, next line like this, plus symbol. Graph baritarala. When you're writing graph, no, like that you write it. Okay. First hinge ಹೋಗ್ತಾರೆ down to up ಹೋಗ್ಬೇಕು. Okay, from down side you write full ಬರ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಎಲ್ಲಿ ತನಕ ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ತನಕ ಬರ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಜಾಯಿನ್ ಮಾಡಿ. ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಟೈಮ್ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ, ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಲೀವ್ ಒನ್ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ ನ ಬಿಟ್ಬಿಡ್ತೀರಾ. ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ ನ ಬಿಟ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಹಿಂಗ್ ಬರ್ಕೊತೀರಾ ಲೈಕ್ ದಿಸ್. ವಾಟ್ ದ ಕ್ಲಾರಿಟಿ? ಸಪೋಸ್ ಏನಾದ್ರು ಸಿ ಇತ್ತು ಅನ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ, ಸುಮ್ಮನೆ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇರೋದು. ಸಿ ಇತ್ತು ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ, ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಫುಲ್ ಹೋಗ್ತೀರಾ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ತನಕ ಅಲ್ವಾ. ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಟೈಮ್ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ, ಯು ವಿಲ್ ಗೋ ಟಿಲ್ ಅಲ್ವಾ. ಸಿ ಒಂದು ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಮತ್ತೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕಡೆ ಬರ್ಕೋತೀರಾ. ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟುಡ್? ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಹೌ ಟು ರೈಟ್. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಸಿ ಏನಾದ್ರು ಇದ್ರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಯು ಆರ್ ರೈಟಿಂಗ್ ಲೈಕ್ ದಿಸ್. got the clarity? This is what it is. Okay, great. So this is how to write the table. We also call it as table filling algorithm. Table filling algorithm antanu ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. Okay, try to do this problem by using the table filling algorithm ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. Minimization of DFA. Okay, yes, great. So now We are done, we are written like this, sir. ಬರ್ಕೊಂಡು ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು, what we are supposed to do it. Okay, we have, okay, have patience now. Okay, once we are written this one, concentrate which is the start state. Okay, which is the start state, which is the end state. So here, okay, not given, I forgot to give in the problem. Okay, so A is the start state, A is the start state, B and C is the ending state, guys. Concentrate. Star meaning ending state. Star meaning what? Ending state. Okay na? Once star and ending state andre, okay, you're supposed to write that stars here. Which one? B state is, you know, star. Here also you have to write star. Okay, one second. Why to struggle much? It's a star, you know, it is there in the keyboard only. Star. Okay, so C is also star. See, concentrate. To both the state is star only, meaning ending state. Here also B is also star. C illa. Okay, which one is there? You have to write it. B and C is the final state. Have written star here, star. Okay, got the clarity, guys? Great. Now I'll open one more paint here. Okay, first of all, let's save this one. Possible, na? Open older one will get close. Where is that too? Yes, now it is available, guys. Okay, now see. So this is big note here. Big note. Also, I call it as hint. Very famous hint. Okay, hint. Okay. I'll write this in a table, guys. Okay, now this table is so very important for you guys. Before doing this problem, ಈ table ನೋಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. Okay, na? You write and stick to your, you know, wall in your room. Okay. So it will be very easy to remember when you're doing problems. Okay, I'll say that F. One second. F. Okay, na? F andre ಏನು final state, guys. Okay, na? Final state. Yeah. Rather than first, I will come back with the non-final states only. When we have a non-final state, okay, when both are the non-final state, okay, now when both are non-final state, no, I'll say that no. Okay, now I'll say that no meaning should not mark. When this is non-final state, if you don't understand, wait, guys. Okay, now some people will not understand. This is only better NF only. Okay, try to understand it, guys, just because if I write full, it will be lengthy again. So non-final state meaning we are supposed to say no. No andre no, yake sir no. Focus, okay. You have to do marking here. Okay, now you have to do marking. For that marking, I'll say that no. Okay, now yes. Patience. Okay, concentrate. Okay, we'll understand it later. Okay. So once I say that non-final state, here I'll say that final state. So then marking should be yes. Yeah, marking should be yes. So now again, final state, non-final state. Okay. So here again marking should be S. Any one is final state and non-final state is there, then you can mark it. Okay, na? Here, concentrate. Now one is final state. Again, another one is also final state. Okay, so then you have to say that no. Okay, so marking, you have to say that when we have a both, see, very easy to remember. Any one symbol is final state and non-final state. Okay, both are opposites. So then you can mark it. When we have a similarity, okay, non-final, non-final, sir, final, final, non-final, non-final, then you should not mark it. So, do marking, Andre. I'll come back to that. Remember this. Just see this and remember. I will go to problem now. Okay. Yes, understood now. So just I will go back to problem now. Okay. Here, okay. So we understood something. I'll increase the font here. Just see here. Here, this cell is there. No, this cell is belongs to A also, C also. Meaning we can say that AC. Correct? Huh? AC. And A is a non-final state. Yes or no? And C is a final state. C is a final state. Sir, one is non-final state, another one is final state. What I'm supposed to do it, whether I should mark or not, go to table and see this one. One is non-final state, final state. So that's why we are supposed to mark it. Okay, na? How to mark? Please use into mark here. Okay, na? You are supposed to use into mark here. Okay. Wait. You are supposed to say that into mark here like this. This is what marking is. Understood? Second one. Here, this cell is belongs to A also, B also. A is a non-final state, B is a final state. Okay. Can I mark it or not? So A is a non-final state. Okay, na? This is final state. So I should mark it. Any one is a non-final state, one is the final state, meaning we are supposed to mark it. Okay, how to mark this one? We have to say into mark it. We have to say into mark. See, now this cell is there. No, it belongs to B also. See, B also, and see corresponding C. This cell is belongs to B and also C. Like that, so that's why I will say that BC, alva BC. BC now. Now one is this is also final state and this is also final state. Both are final states now. Okay, I'll go back to table. I'll just check. When both are final states, we should not mark. No marking. Got the clarity? Understood? Great. Okay. As soon as you enter into the examinational last sheet, please try to write that one. Okay, it will be easy for you guys. Okay, great. So now just I'll remove all this one. So first step is done for us, meaning marking step. See, iteration number one, we are slightly we are done. We are not finished the iteration number one. Iteration number one, we are two steps where we have to do it in the same iterations. Okay, now first iteration, first have written table. After returning the table, okay, one more thing you have to write it, meaning this transition table you have to write it. Transition tables. Now this is different transition tables. By looking at this table, we have to write the transition table. Okay, how to write it? I'll show you. Okay, so yeah, I'll write the table now. Yes. Okay, we want 3 columns now. Okay, we want 3 columns. Wherever you want, you can write it. Okay, iteration number one, just have written, and I'll try to write. Okay, since it's the first problem, we'll slowly learn, guys. Okay, no hurry. Okay. I'll divide this into 3 now. Okay. Same transition table as straight. Okay. It will not good. Looks good. Okay, so that's why I'm just removing it. Fine, guys. Okay. Fine here. Okay. So just this, what is the symbols now? 0, and this is 1. Okay, now. So now understand carefully. So all the cells are there here. See what are how many cells are there? This is 1 cell, 2 cell, 3 cell. All cells perform it. Okay. First one, what is that? This cell E comma C. Okay. Concentrate. Otherwise, we come back from this first cell, first row, and the top. What is the cell here? This cell. This cell belongs to A comma B. Okay, I'll just write it. A comma B. Understood? Get. What is the second cell here? A comma C. A comma C. Okay, now great. What is the third cell here? See this cell. Okay, so that cell is B comma C. B comma C. Okay, so cells have written A comma B, A comma C, B comma C have written here. Okay, got the clarity, guys? Great. So now A comma B is carrying 0 symbol to where? How to do it? A comma B delva, A comma B. It is carrying 0 symbol to where? C and B. Will matte nevu union alla ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಕೂತ್ಕೊಂಡ್ಬಿಡಿ. So del of A, comma 0 union del of B comma like that. Okay, then you are telling this one C B. Okay, don't do like this. Now you have practiced enough. Okay, for that problem. In that problem, you have to do it. But in this problem, directly write this one. Make a practice and a habit of writing the same here. Okay, A comma B is there. No, just look at it here. Okay, A comma A B. Here 0 symbol is carrying. No, C is there. C union B is what? BC. Or CB. Alva. Direct. Write it directly. I'm explaining slowly. If you don't understand, ask me. Okay. BC. See, this is B or CB instead of written BC. Okay, order okay, step. And again, AB is carrying one symbol to BC only again. Okay, one step next step concentrate. Okay, AC. Okay, this is A, this is C. Okay, C union C. Alva CC anta barire ಅಷ್ಟೇ. C comma C. Okay, next AC is carrying one symbol to BC. B comma C. Okay, na? BC is there now. See BC. See BC is there. BC is carrying 0 symbol to BC only. Next CC. BC CC. Remember that BC CC. BC CC. So we are done with this one now. If you want, you can make it box also. And remove more than that. If you want, you can make it box also. No issues here. Barcode box up. No issues here. Okay. Analyze it. What we have done now. Carefully analyze it. Here, just simply say that del last time. Del anta idi. Rather than leaving blank, just tell it del. Analyze what we have done. We are done with iteration number 1 here. Concentrate. What we have done, I'll just repeat it. First step. So we have 3 states here, A, B, C, when we are writing vertically, we are removing first state, A state. When we are writing horizontally, we are removing last state, that is C first step. Okay, now that is the first step. And how to make a table filling, I just shown it. Okay, marking. For that we have a table. I told it that in the table. Okay, so please note this table. It is not the anywhere it's there in your textbooks and all, not reference books. Just I given it is a int for a big note for you people. Okay, so just note this point. It's easy. Okay, anyone is final state, another one is non-final state, then only it will be accepted marking, otherwise no marking is. Okay, now so just go here, okay, follow the things. Next, after that, all the cells are there. No, just write on here like this. And by saying this one, sir, we are written this one, what we are supposed to do it. Yes, okay, we are supposed to here one more table I want to write it. Okay, one more table I want to write it. I'll just go back here. I'll just try to write one more table. These two tables are very, very important. Okay, again, 4 things. Okay, see, if I say that mark, okay, let's say that M only. Okay, enough M. M meaning marking. Okay, now if it is marked, and here also it is marked. Okay, now both are marked. Please mark it. Mark my. Okay, now if it is, see, if it is mark, please mark it. Okay. Next, if it is no marking, so otherwise I'll write like this. If it is marking, next no marking. Okay, now marking, no marking. Then what you are supposed to do it? You are supposed to say that yeah, marking. Anyone is marked, again you have to mark it. Okay, now again one more. Again here no marking. Again it is marking. Okay, now so then you are supposed to say that marking. What you understand? Any one is marked is you have to mark it. Okay, so last one, it's common sense now. Okay, so no marking, here also no marking. Okay, then you should not mark. That's it, simple. Don't mark. Okay, see, anyone is marked, you have to mark, otherwise don't mark. How it is relating? I'll just go back here. Okay, here see, concentrate from here. What is there here? BC. I'll just increase screen here. Yes. What is there here? BC is there. BC is there. No, you go back to this table. Okay, BC table. B andre yadu, this one. C andre yadu idu. B C. Which this is the table. Alva table cell. BC cell whether it's marked, guys. Mark agidiya? No. No marking. Just into work on the no marking. Marking is not there. Again BC is there. This is also not marked. Idu mark agila, idu mark agila. So what you are supposed to say? Table nodi. No marking. Don't mark it. Aste. Don't mark anything. Aste. Artha aita? Simple. So you should not mark here. Okay. Fine. Okay, fine. Next, CC is there. Next, go back to this one. No marking here. Okay, CC you go it. In the CC ಅಂದ್ರನೇ ಇಲ್ಲ ಇಲ್ಲಿ. C ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬರಬೇಕು, ಇಲ್ಲಿ C ಬರಬೇಕು. ಆ ತರ ಯಾವುದು ಇಲ್ವೇ ಇಲ್ಲ. No, nothing is there. Okay na? If you get same here, ಅದು ಇರಲ್ಲ. Table common sense. Okay. So next to BC. BC already we checked. That is also not there. This is also not there. This is also not there. See? Alva. Both are not there. So no marking. Again, no marking. When this is BC, CC, ulta is that this is also no marking. Marking illa. So you have to stop the iteration here. Okay na? So mark idre ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ we are just marking like this. Mark ಅಂದ್ರೆ tick mark. We are doing tick mark and then we are continuing the iteration system. Okay. So now we are just stopping the iteration. No markings are there, so that's why we have to stop with the iteration. So now I have to say that stop the iterations. Stop the iteration. Stop the iteration because okay, no marking, no subsequent marking. We are stopping the iteration. Unfortunately, we didn't get any other iteration, so that's I couldn't show you. Okay, na? So next class we'll just see. Okay, how to we have to marking a step and tick mark we are doing. Then we are continuing the problem. Okay, by leaving this one. Andre ಈಗ suppose AC is mark ಅಂದ್ರೆ we are leaving this one. Okay, na ಬಿಟ್ಬಿಡ್ತೀವಿ ಅದನ್ನ remove ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. Then this one ಅಷ್ಟೇ next iteration. Okay, like this. So we'll see that in the next class. Now stop the iteration because no subsequent marking. Okay, so now once we are done with this one, just so this is only rec word now. Okay, we are done this one. After stopping the iteration, our problem is not as stop. Okay, we have another step now. Okay, now what is that step? We have to find the distinguishable state and indistinguishable state. I'll say that indistinguishable state. Okay, indistinguishable states. Okay, also we have to find distinguishable states. Distinguishable states. We have two things. One is in a distinguishable and indistinguishable states. We have to say that. Okay. So how to find the indistinguishable, distinguishable states? Andre? Okay. So go to this table here. Last iteration alli ee tara table ideyala. You go this table. Okay. Here, which is empty cell here? BC is the empty cell. Okay, now see. This is already marked, this is already marked, but BC is empty cell. Okay, so since it is an empty cell, okay, now we are saying BC is the BC is the indistinguishable states. Okay, yake because this is not marked anything. Empty cell is there, so that's what BC. How many states we have, guys? 3 states: A, B, C. Alva, A, B, C states we have. In the indistinguishable states, already we have considered B and C. B, C already agogide. Remove ಮಾಡಿ, delete ಮಾಡಿ. Innene remaining ಇದೆ A state ಅಷ್ಟೇ. That A states will be distinguishable state ಅಷ್ಟೇ. So this step ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೂ ನೀವು next step ಹೋಗಕ್ಕಾಗಲ್ಲ. Most important step distinguishable final ಅಲ್ಲಿ. ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ next diagram ಬರೆಯಕ್ಕೆ ಬರಲ್ಲ, ಆಗಲ್ಲ ನಿಮಗೆ. Distinguishable, indistinguishable states ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ empty cell ಯಾವ್ದು ಇರುತ್ತೆ, that one will be the indistinguishable states. So those states na bittu what is remaining, that will be the distinguishable states. Okay na? Great. So now after finding this one, we have to write the table. Okay, meaning transition table we are supposed to write it for states. Okay, great. So we'll end up here. Okay, we'll continue the session. Okay. So last step we'll do it on the Monday session, guys. Okay, now we'll do it in the Monday session. Okay, just I'll repeat it. I'll give a conclusion now. Okay, so we just started today's session with construction of NFA with epsilon mass. We have done a lot of problems. Okay, so that will be carries 15 marks approximately. Okay, so you have to practice it more. So later we just kick started with minimization of DFA. Okay, now So till one more step is there, this is not completed. Okay, I'll show that part. Okay, don't worry about it. Okay, we'll do a lot of the problems. And minimization of DFA, you have to follow many things here. Okay, this is the problem they have given. Okay, transition table of the DFA they will give. Okay, after they have given, okay, you have to write the table filling algorithm. Okay, this is table. Okay, so meaning we are not considering the first state in the vertically. Okay, now when you are writing horizontally, last state we are not supposed to consider. Okay, great. After that, what we are supposed to do? So these are cells are there. No, those cells we are writing here. Aston. Okay, now writing here according to see this table, we are finding the 0 and 1. Okay, carrying the symbols. So we have marking systems. Okay, so these are all marking systems, guys. You can see there are two tables. Okay, now one is initial marking, subsequent marking is there. Okay, so we'll talk about many things no, in the next sessions. Okay, so after marking that particular things, we are just since there is no more mark subsequent marking are there, we are just stopping the iteration. After stopping this one, we are getting indistinguishable states and distinguishable states. How to find this one? If there is an empty cell here, okay, so that will be the indistinguishable states. After leaving all the states, remaining part is so that state we are returning. Okay, so partially we are done this problem. We'll continue the problem on the